Hey everyone, Jill Gu here, and today this video is about healthy boundaries. And this is a very important focus because I think a lot of people, especially people who are empaths, we tend to have unclear boundaries sometimes, and I'm speaking from experience. I've had to really practice creating healthy boundaries for myself and with others. Empaths are people that I work with a lot, and people who are empaths tend to want to help others in a big way, and through that they tend to kind of give of themselves or even take on other people's energy, which can create energetic entanglement. So healthy boundaries are so important, and this has to do with a variety of different things. So healthy boundaries first you can look at it for yourself. What boundaries can you create? And how I tell people to kind of look at this is like, what are your values, your principles? What do you believe in? What do you stand for? Because once you're clear on that, then you can start to create boundaries that make sense for yourself when dealing with yourself or interacting with other people. So when we're unclear of our principles and values, then it's easy for us to kind of waver around and be here and there and in between. And then there are no healthy boundaries. We just kind of, we're in the flow, and whatever happens, we just kind of like take it as it comes. So healthy boundaries can really help us create stronger relationships with people that are loving, kind, and supportive with us. It's respectful. It's a wonderful tool to have healthy boundaries with people that you love and respect and care for you. And also, there's going to be people in our lives that we don't jive with, that might be narcissists, that might be cruel or unkind, or have completely different values and principles, and that's fine. But the key is not to get swept into damaging situations or hurtful situations. Creating healthy boundaries can help keep you aligned with who you are, what you believe in, and also keep you from being abused physically, verbally, mentally from other people, because you've created these healthy boundaries on what you'll stand for and what you won't. And it's not about being kind of a jerk about it. It's just being clear, and you can do this in a way that's not like mean or just like, listen, this is how I am, and if you don't like it, F you. You know, it's not that. That's not what I'm talking about. This is about loving yourself enough and respecting yourself enough, and you're so clear on who you are and where you stand in life that you are just willing to say to somebody else, like, I hear what you're saying, or I understand what you're saying, but that doesn't resonate with where I'm at, and this is where I'm at. So you create a healthy boundary through respect for yourself, and also respect for other people. And I'll guarantee it, if you start getting strong at creating healthy boundaries, your friends, your family, people you like, people you don't like so much, they will have a little bit different view of you. And it just shows that you are honoring who you are. And people can look at you and go, wow, like, I respect that. Like, she's standing for what she believes in, and she's not letting somebody push her over, or, just, kind of bulldoze their way in and just take over the situation. So creating healthy boundaries is really powerful in your personal power, but it takes practice, and it's not always easy, and it can be very uncomfortable, especially if you're not used to having healthy boundaries with people, and you kind of just, I just go with the flow, and I want to make everybody happy, and I just don't want to rock the boat. If you're one of those people, creating healthy boundaries is going to be a little challenging, but it's possible. The key is you just take a step and slowly start, and maybe you start with yourself, and then you start with one person. And part of creating healthy boundaries is speaking your truth. So you got to use your voice. You got to open up your throat chakra and declare where you're at, what you're willing to do or not do, where you stand or where you don't stand. And again, this isn't about being a jerk about it. It's about just being clear, and I'm here and you're there, and that's okay. But having healthy boundaries makes for a healthy life. So think about that. Maybe jot down where you feel like you don't have boundaries at all, maybe. And maybe write down some places that you would like to slowly start to create some different boundaries with people or for yourself. And just take one step at a time and start to practice. But this is a really important tool that I think a lot of people overlook, especially if you're an empath, because empaths just like to give and help and fix everything. And that doesn't mean we have healthy boundaries necessarily through all of that. So get clear, say hello to yourself, and create healthy boundaries, people. It's good. Okay, have a great week. Bye.